Hello, good morning. How are you? I hope you find good. So today we have a new lesson. Okay, it's talking about the Middle Kingdom. Okay, so firstly, let me share my screen. Okay, so here. So let's start with the Middle Kingdom. Exactly. Yes. Okay. I think this is the last time we have explained two videos about the Old Kingdom. Okay, and today we have the second lesson called Middle Kingdom. Middle Kingdom here. Okay, so hmm, let me make a notate exactly. It's light. Okay, so here that's in the Middle Kingdom. Number one, you have to focus on that's in at the end of the Old Kingdom, Egypt fell into the war. So you have here to underline the word Old Kingdom, okay, to avoid any mistake, to avoid any mistake. So here that's in at the end of Old Kingdom or Middle Kingdom. No, that's at the end of Old Kingdom. Egypt fell into civil war. Okay, so here this in about the same time, long droughts set in, farmlands dried up and crops failed. Why here? Because at the same time that there is civil war in Egypt, okay, at the same time had a long drought. Drought that means shortage of water, and farmlands dried up. Farmlands that need water, but there is no enough water, so here that and crops failed. After that, number three, that's in famines plagued the war-torn country. Famines plagued the war-torn country. So here that's in famines, okay, famines that's in shortage of food or food shortage. Food shortage, okay, that's in making the war-torn country. And after that, we have Egypt reunited in about 2044 Christ. The year marks as the beginning of the Middle Kingdom, a time of stability and growth that lasted until about 1786 before Christ. So this point, okay, that's mean what? That's mean here at before Christ in 2040, that year marks as the beginning of the Middle Kingdom. The marks beginning of the Middle Kingdom, that mean time more or of stability and growth started that lasted until about. So here that's the most important part. You please try to underline here at the beginning of the Middle Kingdom, a time of stability and growth that lasted until about 1786. Okay, after that year, lesson the rule of Dynasty 12 is considered the high point of the period. Dynasty 12 is concerned or is considered the high point of the period, is the best period or is the gold time, the gold period at this time. So here, after that, the dynasty started when a vizier named Amenemhat from Lower Egypt became king. You have to focus that in this vizier from Lower Egypt or Upper Egypt. No, he was from Lower Egypt. Okay, and he became king. And he became king. Okay, Amenemhat. So here, he and Zeus, who ruled after him, conquered all the northern Nubia. So all the rest of pharaohs, okay, they had conquered northern Nubia. Okay, they had conquered northern Nubia. So they set up a chain of forts. They set up a chain of forts to protect the region. they set up a chain of forts to protect the region. Okay, protect the region. That's mean that's an after you defeat or after you beat someone. Okay, that's try to build a fort to protect the region. Okay, so here that's in the last one here called built. Egyptians built the Wall of the Prince. Wall of the Prince is a series of forts to protect the Nile Delta. So here they try to make forts with soldiers, filled with soldiers to protect the Nile Delta. The Nile Delta, of course, that he tried to get in wide and stretch the country. Okay, I think that's nice, perfect. Okay, so quick revision. Okay, that's about the Old Kingdom. Okay, that's in Egypt at the end of Old Kingdom. Egypt had felt in a civil war, and after that, at the same time, there is a long drought and farmland dried up. Here is long drought, farmland dried up. Okay, famines plugged the war-torn country. After that, at the beginning of the Middle Kingdom, okay, that's in. They tried to grow and lasted until about 1786. Okay, and for the king of Amenemhet, here he was a vizier from Lower Egypt, and that's in he was a famous king at this time, Amenemhet. After that, most of the pharaohs has conquered Nubia. Okay, so here that's in, so it's clear enough. Okay, so try to take a screenshot for this before I remove. Okay, so after that here, okay, so here listen, the rulers of Dynasty 12 undertook massive building projects to help secure water for food crops. They built more irrigation canals. So you have to look for here. Okay, that's in they build projects to help secure water. Okay, secure water. Okay, for food crops. Okay, so because of this, or therefore, they try to focus on the canals or irrigation canals. Irrigation canals, of course, can save the water. Okay, save the water. Okay, for this irrigation canals. And at the end part, that's to honor the dead, they built temples and pyramids. Okay, built temples and pyramids. Okay, that's nice. Okay, thank you so much. After that, okay, so okay. Yes, okay. Here is we have that's in the, something's called it's in the Middle Kingdom was also time of the advances. Okay, the time of advances in the art and literature. Writers of the time produced Egypt's earliest literature. Okay, so here that's in he wants to tell you something about the advances of writing here. As in writers of the time produced Egypt's earliest literature. Okay, not only the region. Okay, just a minute. Yes. Okay, so here the center of advances and the art of literature. Okay, writers that compared Egypt's earliest literature. After that, here this in the Middle Kingdom, literature includes not only religious, but also writings about everyday life, So here that's not only religious, Okay, writing also written about everyday. Okay. After that, here we have something called trade. Trade here that's in with other regions increased during the Middle Kingdom. Okay, trade with other regions increased during the Middle Kingdom. Okay, after that, it's in caravans. Caravans, that means that's in along our huge number of camels. Okay, and they walked one by one. So it's called caravans. Caravans and ships carried goods between Egypt and parts of southwestern Asia. Okay, so here that's in Egypt tried to make a trade between it and parts of the southwestern Asia and eastern Asia and the eastern Mediterranean region. All of these three places or four places, okay, are associated with associated with what? With diplomacy communication. Okay, so here after that, Egypt had plenty of resources of its own to trade, especially grains. Okay, so here that's in Egypt had plenty that mean rich, plenty that mean rich. Okay, then have rich. Okay, plenty that mean rich of resources. Okay, of its own trade, of its own trade. Okay, especially grains, exactly. So here that's and after that, Egypt also was rich in valuable minerals and semi precious stones. Okay, so here, of course, that's an okay, that's an really enough, okay, for the pyramids, okay. But now he wants to tell you or specific on the valuable minerals. Valuable minerals. Okay, so let me make underline here. Valuable minerals. Okay, and semi-precious stones. Semi-precious stones. Okay. So here this in Egypt lacked some important resources such as wood for building and copper for metal working. Metal working. Okay. Okay, you have to focus on. Okay, exactly. Okay, so you have to focus on wood for building and copper for metal working. Metal working. Okay, so here the Saint caravans brought a silver from Syria and copper from Sinai Peninsula. The trade by sea was faster, but pirates were a danger. Exactly right, perfect. So here that's an although a difficult and risky, trade brought much wealth to those who could overcome its dangers. So here that's an although difficult and risky, trade brought much wealth to those who could overcome the dangers. Overcome the dangers here that's in get beat the danger. Overcome that mean beat the danger. Okay, so that's it. I think that lesson is so easy, but it's filled with information. Filled with information. Okay. So after that, here there's some type of invasion. Time of invasion and all of this. Okay, so here I think that's in fair enough. Okay, for the first video, and second video, inshallah, we will complete the rest of the lesson. Thank you so much. The next video, it's talking about the time of invasion or the second part of the lesson.